You thought I forgot about you, broke Jay Simmons? You thought I forgot about you, broke Jay? You thought I forgot about you? You thought I forgot? Come on, bro. Report is Ben Simmons and Klutch Sports have mutually decided to part ways. The former Sixers point forward and his agent Rich Paul, founder of Klutch Sports, the same agency that represents Brownie James and Tyrese Maxey, are ending their 7-year business relationship. They threw Tyrese Maxey in there like they really care. The Philadelphia 76ers drafted Ben Simmons first overall in the 2016 NBA draft. Brian Colangelo inherited the 3 first-round picks when he took over the gig. Thanks to his predecessor, Sam Hinkie, Colangelo decided to tap Simmons' name first and followed that up, drafting Timothy Luwawu Cabarro with the 24th pick and Furkan Korkmaz with his 26th. Simmons was represented by Rich Paul, founder of Klutch Sports, the same agency that represents lebrownies, or lebrownies allegedly owns it. But according to espn insider Ramona Shelburne on Twitter, that business partnership has now come to an end. Brooklyn Nets forward Ben Simmons and Klutch Sports have mutually decided to part ways. Sources told ESPN Simmons had been represented by Klutch since he came into the NBA as the number 1 pick in 2016. The agency negotiated his 5-year, $177 million extension in 2019. Simmons first announced he was joining Klutch 7 years ago in March of 2016, ahead of the NBA draft. When LSU was ineligible for tournament play, Paul is one of LeBron's best friends and welcomed Simmons into the Klutch family. Simmons would say he looks up to LeBron on numerous occasions. The agency helped Simmons earn the coveted top draft slot ahead of Duke's Brandon Ingram, and then they would go on to help him ink a max extension from Elton Brand and the Sixers' now infamous collaborative front office during the summer of 2019. Just after Jimmy Butler became fed up with the Sixers, too many voices front office, and headed for South Beach, Philadelphia coughed up $112 million to an agent Al Horford, $180 million to Tobias Harris, and $170 million to Simmons. Daryl Morey, hired in 2020, has been picking up pieces from that rocky offseason ever since. It doesn't seem unreasonable to assume that the relationship between Simmons and Paul first became strained during his final season. He didn't actually play in Philadelphia. The Melbourne, Australia native did not play a single game for the 76ers during the 2021-2022 campaign. After a difficult 2021 playoff exit, head coach Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid both made comments which Simmons reportedly did not like. We learned he wanted to trade sometime that offseason, but the offseason came and went without one. While Ben did receive treatment for back tightness from Philly staffers after reporting to training camp, the reason he wasn't participating in games, we learned, was apparently due to ongoing mental health issues he was working on. He reportedly discussed that openly with teammates and coaches at one point, receiving their support, but over the weeks and months, the team ultimately didn't feel he was complying with key terms in his uniform player contract. So they withheld pay. The longer the season went on, with Morey waiting for an all-star caliber player in any potential trade, the more trying the whole thing became. Many fans questioned Simmons, stated reasons for not being able to play, wondering if he simply wanted to be traded. When that finally happened in a blockbuster with the Brooklyn Nets in February of 2022, the one that landed James Harden in Philly, Simmons would soon aggravate a herniated disc issue in his back, something he originally sustained during the 2019-2020 season. That flare-up necessitated an epidural injection and cost him the Brooklyn remainder of his season, but not before widespread speculation that he might ramp up to play in the first round versus the Boston Celtics. On March 8th of 2022, just over 1 year ago, we got this bombshell nugget from Kyle Neubeck of Philly Voice. There's Kevin Durant versus Joel Embiid, James Harden versus former teammates, and Ben Simmons versus just about everybody. It's that last piece many are focused on, with league sources anticipating that Simmons and his representation will file a formal grievance against the Sixers at some point in the coming days. The suggestion has been floated in league circles that Simmons showing up for Thursday game is merely setting the stage for Simmons and Klutch Sports argument when the grievance is filed. Reports of an increased security presence at Thursday's game circulated on Tuesday morning, which a cynical observer would say it meant to combat the venom directed at Simmons specifically. Even fair-minded people began speculate. If Simmons gets his money back, some near $20 million from the Sixers, would it set a murky precedent? Would it expose some sort of player empowerment loophole where anyone seeking trade could cite mental health issues and force a trade while still recouping funds withheld? Neither Simmons nor Klutch came out of the whole thing looking squeaky clean. The Sixers probably had all kinds of PR headaches as well. It was a mess. Even if Simmons was truly dealing with mental health issues, was that really why he couldn't appear in games? If so, then what would change when he landed in Brooklyn? Is it reasonable that a new perpetually less stressful employer might help him through a difficult time? The entire thing was a major can of worms, and so it makes sense that the relationship between Simmons and Klutch suffered some perhaps irreparable setbacks. By August of 2022, we learned that the Philadelphia 76ers and Ben Simmons settled for an undisclosed amount of money. Was it a lot or a little? Many wondered. On ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski put it at the time, Brooklyn Nets all-star guard Ben Simmons and his former team, the Philadelphia 76ers, reached a settlement agreement on the grievance Simmons filed to recoup a portion of the nearly $20 million withheld from him as a result of his failure to play games in the 2021-22 season. Sources told espn on Monday both sides agreed to confidentiality on the exact financial settlement reached, sources said. He'd undergo surgery after the Nets were eliminated to repair the injured disc, but his return to play in 2022-23 was far from smooth. He didn't look particularly athletic when he was out there, and he would need to have fluid drained from a knee that sounded like it was related to the back somehow. Simmons battled back and knee flares-ups this entire season, and now his Brooklyn Nets future is very much in question. With Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving both gone, the Nets may opt to move Simmons as well. He's set to earn more than $78 million for 2 more seasons. Nets GM Sean Marks will likely need to include newly acquired draft capital in order to move off that hefty contract. Some are already wondering how much Simmons may in fact earn on his next contract before he proves he can be healthy and available for a full season's grind. The Sixers are cruising now, so this is water under the bridge from their standpoint. James Harden has been as advertised this season, playing his best ball in the jersey since he returned from an injury in early December. The 76ers have the best record in the NBA. As crazy as it sounds, because of Simmons' health concerns, it's Seth Curry sent to Brooklyn in the same deal the team has missed the most. But it's impossible not to look back on the Ben Simmons saga and think about the way things used to be. The least that Klutch and Simmons have decided basically that they've made a lot of money together, but now it's time for a change. If anything, maybe we should all be surprised it lasted as it did. Man, that was a lot. What's up, Chance? Yeah, been a long time. I'm good. I've been recording. Let me show you. See that? Been recording. Been recording. Been putting in work. Mr. Chance. But I ain't forget nothing. Y'all traded away KD and Kyrie. Y'all traded away Harden for him. For Ben Simmons. You could have got a deal somewhere else to bring somebody in. Now y'all hyping up Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges is the new hotness. I told you guys. Sean Marks is the reason the Brooklyn Nets failed. He hired an inept coach who was overrated as a player. I still stick by it. He was overrated as a player. He was a good, solid point guard. But he was not as great as everybody tried to make him out to be. Then you get rid of all your young talent to bring Harden in. Then you tried to blame KD for that by telling your news people allegedly, but no, that was you. You chose the coach. KD and Kyrie didn't choose that coach. That's why Kyrie came out and said that we could coach ourselves. Because they didn't respect no sorry Steve Nash. Then the media tried to put out this fake narrative. Oh, well, he's mad because Kobe didn't get the MVP and he should have won the MVP over Nash. That wasn't it. Kyrie didn't like his ass because he didn't know how to coach. The dude don't know how to coach. The dude couldn't even keep his wife. Richardson and Barbosa had to go save her, allegedly. So you got all these clowns who were clamoring, saying that was defending Steve Nash bum ass. They was out here defending, talking about, man, Kyrie this, Kyrie that. Man, Kyrie was out there balling. Y'all kept trying to put this damn, this anti-Semitic crap on him when Kyrie is far from that. Now you got Ben Simmons, or we like to call him Broke J Simmons. He ain't nowhere to be found. And they've been playing well without him. Now they hyping up this Mikal Bridges. But have you noticed you ain't hear nothing from Cam Thomas, have you? You ain't heard shit from Cam Thomas. You know why you ain't hear it? Why ain't hear nothing from Cam? Because Cam wasn't ready. He wasn't ready at all. You know, I wish him well. I don't wish nothing bad on him, but Cam got the big head. The media tried to hype him up, all of this crap. They show more games on TV with Brooklyn now without KD and Kyrie. Ben Simmons was brought in to practically be the point guard. He was going to run the point. He was going to do his thing. So, but they part ways. The reason Klutch Sports parted ways with Broke J is because they're not making any money off of him. Not only that, well, they're making money off of him, but not only that, he's not really doing anything. Like the guy keeps complaining about, oh man, I have something wrong with my head. Then it was his back. Then it was his leg. And dog, how did you get on the team if your back was messed up? If your back was hurt, you should have never cleared. You should have never cleared a goddamn you should have never cleared. I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, your physical. You should have never cleared your physical. What's up, B. Wyatt? Yeah, he going straight to China. I don't even think China want him. Like, personally, I don't think China want him. I don't think they want. I don't think they want him. They ain't got no time to deal with all that crap. So that's the problem. Is that Klutch Sports has walked around here like Teflon Don, like they can't accept no blame. It's because of them why Ben Simmons ain't playing. It's because of them enabling instead of pushing him to do something. And if he just can't do it, then they're gonna have to go. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's different. So so that's how it is. So that's the problem. So that's the thing. Klutch Sports is tired of him, and plus they don't want to get the backlash from that story. Right now they got Braun. Right now, you know. So this is sad though. But broke Jay Simmons knows. Well, they don't talk about Tobias Harris because Tobias Harris is a nobody to them. That's why. That's a nobody. Yeah, he do. Gets away with murder every season because nobody's really worried about him. So that's the thing. But he got let go because they got tired of getting the bad press and they feel like he might not come back and play the same level or even half of that. So you know how it is. But broke Jay Simmons and Rich Paul, you know. But they got rid of him because he's not selling anything. And plus they got to pass that team. If they would have kept the pieces before they traded them, that team would have been dangerous. The Sixers, but broke Jay is mentally not there. He's not taking a shot. He'll shoot the ball in practice or whatever, but when it get to the game, he don't even want to do that. So the Nets and everything, you know, who knows? Nets or Sixers. But see, broke Jay will not play at all, I believe, with the Brooklyn Nets. Well, that's true too, BY. You could buy his contract out, but that's too much money. That's 75 million over the next 2 years combined. So that's just how I look at it and everything. But it is what it is. Broke Jay, go work on your shot, work on your mental, and he'll be all right. But that's just how I go. But yeah. Yeah, I saw a dude from the wire pass. That's a shame. Yeah. That's sad. Probably when he but that's sad. But yeah. I just wanted to bring you something real quick. Keep you guys on your P's and Q's. Man, much love to you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. I think he did, allegedly. He might have. But yeah. I think he got but yeah. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. You love what you hear, hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you you guys can super chat anytime you want. Not super chat, but Cash App. Thank you for listening to me. We out. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. This is the DJ Report signing off. Peace.